Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today we're gonna work on this Riden power supply, which I receive everything what I need on my mailbag videos. So we're gonna crank on it, we're gonna install it, and at the end we're gonna test it, and we're gonna show you also how interact with the PC software. So without further ado, let's get started. So this power supply comes with everything what you need. So the power supply, the case, they provide you all the bits of wires, and also the socket for the AC power, also the switch on off over there. Some also zip ties is giving you to keep all to cable management all nice neat. It's giving you also the bolts, also the switch on off at the back from the AC. So let's get everything here ready. So I have this box over there that I can put all the small bits and pieces over there and get them when I need them. And that's the switch, the power switch on off. And then these zip ties, we're gonna put them at the end if we need. Let's get also these wires aside over there. Let's open this bag of bolts, nuts, screws, whatever you need for this project. Okay, so far I already installed the rubber fits on the bottom. You can see there all four are installed. And next I'm going to install the switch over there. So I'm gonna put in that side. Yeah, so it will gonna go nice and easy in. Yeah, and looks like it's super nice and neat. Then let's put this one as well. So I already put the bits and cables, because you have the line, which is always in UK the brown color. You have the neutral, which is blue color, and you have the earth, which is green and yellow. And let's put also this one in. Well, let me make a bit more space around over here. So this one should go inside from the back side over here. Just 2 screws we're gonna install over here. So you need to get the screws, which are these countersunk ones. So you need 2 of them. So get them ready over there. And it is coming handy, this screwdriver set, which I bought in some mailbag video. And believe me, a really good strong material. It's not that kind of material that get bent quite quick. Yeah, it's really a good screwdriver. And check the links on the description down below, because I'm gonna put the links for all the stuff that I'm using over here to build this one, and also all the link for this power supply if you might like it, and then you can purchase. You're gonna find the link down below on description. So let's get this all parts together first. So we go first with this one. So just 2 screws. It's quite straightforward, so there is nothing to be afraid if you get them and put them together. Okay, so that's mounted. Maybe I should zoom a bit out, so let me zoom a bit out. Like that is much better. You have more view, all the stuff what I'm doing over here. So then is the power supply that supply you this bit of metal over there. And I'm gonna show you what that does and why they send you this bit of aluminum over here. So you need to install it over there. Like that, it will gonna close the gap over there for the fan to extract the air from there. So that's why next step is to install this bit over here. And here we are going to use 2 screws, and I believe we can go to use, there is some type of screws over here that are quite longer. See this one, is longer than this. I can see it's two different sizes, so you're gonna use these ones. Yeah, see, you need to use these ones over there. So you put one and the second. Okay, this one ready to go, can stay aside. Then, as I mentioned, there is this connector that comes with the kit, and I believe it's for my thermocouple, the K thermocouple, to read the temperature, if you want to read the temperature from the ambient. And this one, it will gonna be mounted over there at the back. There is the place already for it, just down there. And here we are using this one, short ones. So easy, grab one, get it there with a screwdriver. Yeah, let's just get the second one, which is this one. Two screws, the place is there where to screw them, so no, you don't need nuts, you just need to use the bolts and insert them to those inserts that are there already to tie them up. So that's one ready, and we're gonna have now this cable that comes down here, gonna come from the bottom over there. And what we need now is to put this power supply on the case. So the power supply also come really nice already with pre-made holes for screws. So you can see here, if you match these 4 screws over there, so you have, see, you have 1, 2, 3 and 4. And also here we are going to use this model short ones like that. So let's start with the first one over there. Don't tie them until the end, because you still need to move a bit the power supply to match all 4 holes. And I suggest you go in the opposite corners, like that you give a bit more more support. Okay, so don't tie them, as I say. Put first all 4 and then you tie it one by one. So we have another screw over there. And we have the last one, same short one, which is going to be down there. Oh no, what's going on? Jelly fingers. Okay, so now once you have all inserted, you can tie them well. Don't over tie, because the nut is aluminum nut and you might broke the thread. Okay, so until here we are all nice. What we need to do now is to connect some wires. So I have this wire over here, which it will gonna pass through the switch on off. So it will gonna goes there, and this one it will gonna comes from here to the power supply over there connections. Here also it's really straightforward, so you need to check. So I have the first is the live, so live is our brown color, so our brown color goes to live. So just quick undo, tight really nice. Then next one is the neutral, which is the blue one, our neutral. Which is all alright. And next one should be the earth, which is the yellow one over here, yellow and green. Make sure also this one is connected well, because metal chassis always they need to be earthed. Remember, whenever you are dealing with metal chassis, they must be earthed, because it's very easy just touching the metal with your finger, and if it's not earthed, if there is any leakage of the AC power to the case, you're gonna get a really nasty shock, so be aware of that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna look for a cable to power, and here we have a trim pot that I can adjust the voltage. So I want in the output 60 volts. It says that it's supplying 68, but I don't want to go to 68. I want to see if I can bring it down to 60, or the lowest possible that I can bring it from 68. Because on the data sheet of the power supply, that regulated power supply that will gonna come here in the front plate, it says that can be from 0 up to 70 volts maximum. So I don't want to get in the maximum voltage, because I don't need that voltage. I just need more amps when I'm gonna inject current to a circuit to understand which components is shorted or something like that. So yeah, let me find a cable and let's power and to adjust the voltage over there. So before powering this device, I want to mention that take care, because we have exposed wire that are coming from the AC, from the mains, so they are really dangerous. So here we go. I already plugged this one, so I just need to power the mains. It's not yet powered, and as I say, please be careful. You have exposed wires here from the mains, so don't touch nothing from the mains, because nasty shocks you can get. So you power, turn on, and you can see we have there already the lights on. I forget to tell you, because I already switched it, so make sure, because this power supply comes to adjust between 110 volts and 220 volts, so make sure that you are on 230 volts over there, because if you are on the 100 and you power with 220, you smoke everything. So make sure that that is to the right place there. We saw that it's power on over there, and see this case, which I bought it on a nice mailbag video. It's really handy, keeping your tools all together. And here we go, because we need a tiny screwdriver. So a tiny screwdriver, which is this one, I believe. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's this one that I can adjust over there. So yeah, so you can see up here is the multimeter, so you can have a look at the voltage that we are reading. And let's power on and let's measure. So in this side is negative and in this side is positive, so we are measuring 6801. So now let's try to bring it down, because I say I want it to be more low, the voltage. So let's have a look in this. So in this side we are lowering, so let me see how much low I can get, because I really don't want to power with 68 volts. I don't need that voltage. If I can power just with 60 volts, that's gonna be perfect for me. I can give room 10 volts. So yeah, let's go to 60 volts. So we have 60.30, 60.1209. So yeah, that can be alright. So we regulate the voltage. Now switch it off. Make sure that you don't touch yet nothing. Unplug from the mains, so don't be any hazardous things over there. And see, nice, because you can keep all the tools together, and when you don't need a tool, you just put the tool back and remove all the back from here, like that is not in the way. Because now we need to connect these wires. So why we have 4? Because when you need lots of amps, better doubling the wires, like that you can carry more amps than through 2 wires than to only 1 wire. So I'm gonna use these 2 for positive and these 2 for the negative. So let me now bring also the regulated power supply, which should gonna be mounted inside of this one, like that we can wire up also these 4 wires. So I set on my multimeter on continuity mode for checking this one if 2 are ground and 2 are positive. So let's have a look. So in this side it says that is the ground, these 2, so they need to beep. So yeah, they don't need to beep with the other ones too, and these 2 they should beep together because it's positive. So yeah, that's ground and that's positive. And as I mentioned, see that connector over there at the back is for this thermocouple to measure the temperature. So yeah, it's for that reason over here. So you need to connect this one down there, and we're gonna show you the temperature. So first of all, let's get this installed. So I say first 3 are negative, the next 3 are positive. Yeah, so let's get here these 2 undone. So negative, tight really well, because a lot of amps they are gonna run through these wires. The second negative over there. Yeah, that's good. Now let's connect the positives. So I'm gonna get these 2. So first positive, let's put in there. And make sure you are tightening really wise. Second positive. And it's really nice. Now we need again a screwdriver from here, because with this one I can't use over there, so I need one of these ones over there. So let me see which one is the best. This one, definitely this one, it will gonna be the best. Yeah. Okay, so we have the screwdriver. So as I say, this one goes like that. This side is negative. So this side is the first 2 negative, then second 2 positive. So let's get the 2 negatives over here. So they should be very easy to install. Just push in the wires and then just tighten these 2. Tighten nice, because I say there is quite a lot of amps that pass through these wires, especially when you go to inject current into the short component. You're gonna run lots of currents over there, so make sure you put them really tight. Positives, also this one, they should be straightforward. Just push them well in and give a tight to the screws. It should be alright. So now everything what I was looking around, I don't know which battery is this one. If any one of you knows which battery is this one over here, please let me know to buy one, to see maybe I need to put a battery in to keep the memory. If I memorize here some voltages on the buttons, I'm not sure about that one. If anyone knows about it, please let me know which type of battery I need there, because it doesn't say nothing on the PCB which battery to insert there, but definitely here need a battery. Okay, so double check again, make sure negative is in there, positive is in there, and make sure this one negative and positive is correctly. So negative the first 3, last 3 positive. So positive, 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 negative, negative, negative. Once you are done, you can close that one to make more sure that you are protected over there, to don't touch your fingers. And this one should go nice there. Oh, it's not good. Needs to click. So yeah, now it's clicked. So once you have that one there, just make sure the wires stay nicely, and come with the regulated power supply inside over here until you heard that click, and should be really nice. The unique thing that I forget to attach this one. Now it's gonna be quite hard. Okay, so let me see if I can attach it over there. Oh no, it's easy because it's coming just up there. So you just grab this one and you connect it over there. Hope that's the way how it should come. Yeah, I don't see any other way to put this one. that's the way that needs to go in, and it's in, and everything looks nice and tidy, right? A nice power supply. Whoa. Now everything what we need to do is to power on to see if it's working, so let's do also that one. It's quite quick and easy to put all together this power supply, and now it's time to test it to see if the connection are okay, and power on and measure some voltage to make sure that we can regulate some voltage. So yeah, let's do that one. Let's go to my table and do that. So again guys, before powering, because still the chassis is open, make sure you keep away your fingers from the AC connectors over there. So let's plug in, let's turn on, and how you can see it's turning on, and we have a display over there. So I already bring also some leads. Let's connect the leads to the multimeter, and keep an eye on the multimeter over there, up here, and let's try to do some so volt set. You can see there, then you can move this one pressing the button. So you go volt set, and here you can see it's changing the voltage over there. And if you want to go to change straight away from the voltage, so let's do 40 volts, and it's set up to 13 amps over there. And then everything what you need to do is turning on, and let's see if the multimeter is measuring up here. So yeah, looks like it's 39.9. so there is a little bit, you can see it's fluctuating between 39.9 and 40 volts over there, but they should be quite stable. So yeah, looks that it is working. And then as long as that one, you can't regulate any voltage up to you don't switch. And then you go again to volts setting. So let's now set to 5 volts, and you press on, and now it's 5 volts. Let's see also the multimeter is measuring 49999. So yeah, it's quite accurate, and yeah, I really like it. So yeah, looks like everything works good. So if you want to reduce the power output on amps, so you press the I set, and same, you go with this one, and maybe you want only 1 amp, and then you press on, and it will gonna put you now up output only 5 volts and 1 amp, which is really cool. It's not measuring any amp now because I don't have any load attached it, but when we're gonna attach the load, we're gonna have it. So I think the battery needs there because there is a clock over there and the date. So I think you need to fix the date, and the battery will gonna keep the date and time running on to don't lose the memory of the time and the date. So that's why, if anyone knows which battery I need over there, please let me know, because I need to look for. I have few batteries like look similar, but any of those battery can fit on that socket, so I don't know exactly which battery I need. So now let me show you the software, how interact, connect to the USB, and how interact with this power supply, and then how we can display on our OBS studio, with which one I'm recording my YouTube videos. So yeah, without further ado, let's do also that one quick. Okay, so now that we know that everything works perfectly, why not also close the enclosure, make sure that everything is closed how should be. Okay, so this is the cover, the top plate and the side plate, and we have here 8 screws in total to install. So there is those ones same like countersunk ones. So let's get the countersunk ones over here. So we have one. I actually prepared also this set of screwdrivers over here, because I was thinking that maybe I'm gonna need it for putting some how to say, to put some nuts, because you can see here there is this one that can hold nuts on. So apparently I don't need, so I can put aside also these screwdrivers over here. Anyway, if you're interested in this one, check the links in the description down below. Then let's finish our power supply. And I'm gonna repeat again, don't tie them, just put them there, because see, you still need to jiggle a bit because the holes, they don't match properly perfect, and if you don't tie them from the beginning, still allows you to move a bit around. Make dirty with something over there, no problem, I can clean it very nice at the end. That's tight. And also now don't tie it yet, because we still have to put also the other side at the end of the all bolts in, then you can tie them one by one. So let's first put them in. It's nice that the seller provides you everything what you need, so you don't need to search in your tools or in your stock for screws or for bolts or for whatever you needed. It's everything provided on the kit, and everything what you need. Screwdrivers, so get a set of this one, that's really good, and you have everything really easy mounted on. Okay, and now you can start tightening all of them. So you start with that one, you go with the opposite one, you go with that one, you go with this one over here, turn it over, and you finish also this side. Okay, and here we go, you have the power supply, nice, neat, all ready to work. So let's connect to my computer to show you how it's interacting with the software and how nice can be controlled and displayed all the information, also all my videos through OBS Studio. So first you need to connect the power supply to computer via USB. So I have this USB that comes from my computer. So it's a normal USB over here, and comes with the micro USB at the other end. So turn on the power supply, I can see it's turning on, and just connect the USB over here, and I can see the computer recognize it. And now let me show you on the computer how looks the software of this one. So this is the software for the power supply. So you need to search here for your COM port, have a look there. For me is COM port 5, and you just set the communication baud rate to 115.200, and you just press connect, and it should connect. So I can see now it's up and running, and you can see here that we have the input voltage. If it's 60 volts, we know that we set up the power supply to 60 volts, and the output voltage is 0. So from here you just click on the number, and you can increase and you can decrease. So let's set up to 20 volts, and then you just press on this button over here on, and you're gonna have a look there that it is gonna put out. So you can see there we have 20 volts output, and then you can switch it off from here, easy. And then from here you can set up how many amps you want on the output. So for example, if you want just 2 amps, you set up the 2 amps, you set up the voltage, and then just press on, and you're gonna have the output voltage over there. And now let me show you how it will gonna looks on the OBS. Okay, so you can see we are in OBS right now. So I have the multimeter over here and the big screen of the power supply software, but we are not interested on everything this one to show on our OBS, right, on our video. What interest is the output voltage, the current, and the power watt. So we're gonna crop that this display to the size that we need. So let's adjust the size that we need. So we just go over here, we just crop also from the top, voltage output over there, we just crop also from a side over there, crop also from the bottom up to here, and we have this one, and we can put it on the top of here. We can bring it to the same size with our picture and our multimeter. So is that the size? and here we go. You have everything over there that it shows you on the display. So we have the power supply. As you can see, it's already outputting 5 volts, and it's already also the multimeter measuring over there up here. So 4 volts, so 5 volts measuring the multimeter, and the output of the power supply shows the 5 volts output. So yeah guys, this power supply is a really good one. It will gonna help me a lot on my videos to display it there and to inject current on circuits to find the shorts. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell to be notified with my next videos. And if you have anything to ask, leave your comment down below. And I'm gonna provide the links for all the tools and all the power supply, all the parts that you need for this power supply on the description down below. Until the next video guys, have a good day and bye bye.